You're only one song away from changing your life, but sometimes that song isn't your newest release. Releasing music on a regular basis is an important part of building a catalog of work as an artist, but that doesn't mean you need to abandon the work you already have every time you drop a new track. Artists' existing catalogs on Spotify are now generating the bulk of their streams as compared to new music. So even though it's important to give every new release its due, it shouldn't come at the expense of your existing work. Let's dig into this in more detail. Now, before we dive in, if you're new here, my name's Tom, and on this channel, we talk about music marketing, branding, and everything you need to succeed as an independent artist in the digital age. If you want to learn more about how to market your music and grow as an artist, then join The Monday Marketer. The Monday Marketer is a weekly email that I send out every Monday morning with one actionable music marketing tip to help you grow as an artist. So if you want to subscribe to The Monday Marketer, just go to tomdupreethird.com and drop in your email. As an artist, your existing catalog on Spotify is king. According to Spotify's recent fan study, they have determined that almost 75% of all streams on the platform are coming from artists' back catalogs rather than their newest release. And Spotify defines your catalog songs as songs that are older than 18 months. So this means that the song you put out 2 years ago is actually going to generate more streams for you than the track you released yesterday. And this completely sort of flips the game on what we would expect when it comes to music marketing. Many artists I talk to and help out will start ads and stop them for every release rather than advertising on an ongoing basis or pushing the same song for an extended period of time. So rather than thinking of this new track that you put out as something to replace your existing advertising, your existing marketing, your existing organic social media content, think of it as a way to hook and reel users in to now discover the rest of your catalog that already exists on Spotify. So yes, we want to promote that new release, but we don't want to use it as a replacement for the songs that are already doing their job for us in the form of our catalog. Because all it really takes is one song. Now, we often think that that one song has to be the newest song, but that's not necessarily the case. It just takes one song whenever it was released to kind of pay for the whole party. Think of every one-hit wonder that you've ever heard of. Many bands and artists across the globe and throughout time have built entire careers based off of just one song that lifts the entire catalog of their work and brings new people in to discover the rest of their work. A lot of bands and artists you can think of where you hear that one song on the radio and then you go and discover their catalog only to fall in love with other songs that aren't as popular that you end up liking even more than that one song that was the hit. So let's take this power of one song and drill it down a little bit. Let's take a look at my artist profile. Now, if you look at my artist profile, granted, I'm not putting up one-hit wonder numbers quite yet, but you can see that I have two songs that are very clearly carrying the weight for my entire catalog. These are my songs Hero and Lions. Hero has 315,000 streams. Lions has 279,000 streams, and they are vastly outpacing every other track that I have in my catalog. If we expand this See More tab here and go to the top 10 songs in my catalog, you can see the next closest song is When We Were Young with 86,000 streams. So I have two songs that are basically paying for the whole party. These two songs are grabbing new users continually, bringing them to my catalog. And then at that point, I have people who fall in love with one or two of these songs, and then they go down the list and they start listening to the rest of my work. So my catalog is getting lifted by this one or two song sort of outreach that I'm using in my marketing and ads to hook people in and reel them back to listen to the rest of my music. And the interesting thing about this is that both of these songs were released over 18 months ago, making them very firmly catalog songs. So these two catalog songs for me are doing better than all of the songs I've released before then and since then. I have released other music since then, and these two songs, these two releases are outpacing everything even still. And odds are, if you look at other artists who you like and admire, you will find that they have one, two, maybe three songs that have outpaced everything else and are lifting the entire party for the rest of their work. And odds are also that those songs are probably over 18 months old. Okay, so what does this mean for our music marketing? And what does this mean specifically for running ads on Instagram to bring people over to Spotify? To put it bluntly, keep your best ad going. Yes, every time you drop a new release, you want to market that new song. But what you're really after is finding that one ad that works so that you can keep it going until you find one that works better. That is exactly what happened with both of these songs, Lions and Hero. I was running a bunch of ads for songs before Lions. I dropped Lions. That song did way better than everything, very obviously beating all the other ads. So I kept that ad going, turned the other ones off. I dropped a song after Lions that didn't do as well, turned it off, kept Lions going. It wasn't until I released Hero that I had an ad that competed with Lions. So then I eventually turned Lions off and kept Hero going. But now I have turned Lions back on and I'm using them for two distinct purposes. So if we go to my ads manager here, you can see I have two campaigns, one to grow my playlist. This is Tom DuPree the Third playlist, and one to get followers on Spotify with my Spotify growth campaign. If we go to the ad level for these, you can see that one is using Hero and the other is using Lions. And each of these ads are virtually the same as when I first launched them. I've made some slight creative adjustments to the Spotify logo, and I've added placements with the Explore and feed placements and stuff like that. But essentially, they're exactly the same ads. Why would I turn them off? I mean, they work. If they keep working, I'm going to keep using them. And so my advice to you would be to find that ad that works and always keep it going until you find one that works better and beats the existing ad. So your catalog of work is incredibly important on Spotify. This is one of the many reasons that we want to continually release music and put out a large body of work. The more shots you take at the net, the more opportunities you have to find that one song that lifts everything else and brings everybody to your catalog. But also you have more work to add to that catalog, so when someone discovers your music, they can go down that list and really fall in love with all of your work. The more songs you have, the more opportunity you have for people to stay on your profile and listen to more of your music. So the too long didn't read version of this is artists are seeing about 75% of their streams come from catalog music these days on Spotify. One song is all it takes. So keep working to find that winner that will pay for the whole party. And lastly, treat your music marketing like a marathon, not a sprint. It's much more effective to have ads running continually with the best ad going the whole time rather than always stopping and starting every time you release a song and then turning that off, release a new one, then turning that off. Always keep your best ad going and keep testing the new tracks against the old ones, no matter how old the ads are. So what do you think of this? Are you continuing to use your best ads, or are you stopping and starting, turning your campaigns on and off? Let me know in the comments. Whatever it is you're doing, I'd love to hear about it. And if commenting on a YouTube video isn't your thing, join our Discord. I'll leave a link to do that in the description of this video. You can connect with me and other like-minded independent artists from around the world who are trying to better their lives by growing their catalogs on Spotify. Now, before I let you go, if you don't subscribe to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And at the end here, I've got a couple more videos you can check out. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.